I have to show an ID to get on a plane. I have to show ID to get my prescription from the pharmacy. I have to show ID to buy cigarettes if I were to buy them. I don't. I have to show ID to buy a beer. The least your dumbass can do in the next 3 years, if voting is that important to you, is contact BLM. Say, hey, didn't you get like $100 million or $200 million donated from companies based on the lie that we're like losers who can't get IDs? Yeah, that's why I'm talking on one of these phones, because I'm a loser with one of those. I don't even have one of these. I got one of these. So what I'm asking is, can I get out of that $200 million, can you drive a van over here and make me an ID? Yeah, and you could service the whole neighborhood, because we're all really black and really stupid over here, and none of us have IDs, but we love voting. That's our big thing. Yeah, well, that's what Joe Biden says. Black people are too stupid to get ID. Yes, I saw that on the TV. Somehow I got a TV. Yeah, somehow I have cable. Absolutely, I have cable. I watch CNN. And that's how I learned I'm too dumb to get an ID. That's how I learned you got $200 million of blood money from Amazon and Target and Coke. Yeah, drive your ass over here and bring me my ID. See it. All right, so that is how you ask for an ID if you believe the lie that Joe Biden says, that black people are poor, too dumb to get ID, but very interested in voting. That is a racist thing to say. Joe Biden said it, not me.
I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm here in Berkeley, California to find out if voter ID laws suppress the black vote. Do you have an opinion on voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad. I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
I think that's harder for black people to go online.
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. You have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so like, we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. Like, that's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with.